So we started spraying corn yesterday. Sprayed about 1,000 acres yesterday when the guys were putting beans in the ground. We're talking more rain tonight, of course. So hopefully we miss that. Still have some beans to put in, a few hundred acres. It's getting down there, just we can't get a dang window big enough to get the ground dried out, to get the rest of them in. We're gonna get them one way or another, they're gonna go in. Probably won't be until next week. But what we're doing here now is we're spraying corn with, it'll be a Roundup and then another product that's got a residual for broadleaf. So that should keep our ground pretty much clean the rest of the year, providing we can get some heat and get the corn growing. It's there, barely see it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. The guys are hauling fertilizer and Dad's top dressing wheat at the moment. I don't know if they have a camera or not. So
for a little go juice, rocket fuel. Who can take your money? The government. Good morning, folks. Top dressing some wheat today. We're up in Salo. Way up there in Salo. That's where the end of the world is, up there. Another set of mud flaps. Can you believe that? Yeah, so we're still fertilizing. We'll try to finish all the wheat this evening, hopefully. We're talking damn good shot of rain for tomorrow, upwards of 1.5 inches for us. So if we can get the wheat top dressed, we'll be in good shape. And it's just to do some spraying after things dry up a little bit. Kind of nice to get some rain on that. Drive it in there.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday we got some rain the night before. Monday night I was out putting beans in till about 3 in the morning, and then we got a drizzle, and then we decided to well, Eli had a camp down in 4-H camp down by Fosston, Minnesota. So we went and brought him down there, and when we were gone, we got some weather. About 1.5 inches of rain. I don't know, we probably had 3/10 the morning of, and then the rest came in about 15 minutes. It came so fast, most of it ran off, so I would say it's not much wetter than it was already, so that's good. The slow, soft rain, so it really soaked everything up. So let's go in the shop. Oh, would you looky there?
Oh, looky there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, what did you do yesterday in your...
Played in the rain?
Yeah? We got a good one, didn't we?
Yeah, that was... Any rain like that in years. As long as that pattern don't continue now, we'll be
well,
safe.
Right. If it stops now for a little while, and we can dry our feet off a little bit. Plants need a little more of a dry spot to put their roots. If it stays wet like this, things are gonna get kind of yellow. Oh, look at this. There's a minivan. Should we go see him? Nice van you got there.
Thank you.
It's quite an upgrade. Now it's kind of like a parts rig. Now we can get a lot of stuff in the back now. Yeah. Fold the seats down.
Yeah.
It's quite the truck. I got to pick on him a little bit. He always tries to get me, so. If back in high school I'd say, yep, when you're 30 some years old, you'd be driving a minivan to work. He'd say you're full of shit.
Never.
I'd never do that. Well, today we're gonna clean up the planter the rest of the way, and Bo's gonna work on the tanker, and hopefully we'll get that finished up here this morning and hopefully get some stuff cleaned up and put away. So that's what we're doing. Check back with you in a bit. All right, turned out to be a nice day. Drying up quick. So we got the system flushed out. We got fresh water flushed through the whole system. We took them little black caps off each end and flushed the manifold. So that's flushed out, and then now we purged the system with air to blow all the water out. Now we're gonna dump some washer fluid in. We use washer fluid because it's a little cheaper than RV antifreeze, and if we have any extra, we can use it in the vehicles or the semis or whatever. So RV antifreeze, you're just stuck with that. So it's it'll crystallize a little bit if it gets like really cold, but it'll never freeze. So that's what we use right here. We buy it in the 55-gallon drum. Should be enough in there to do this project, so that way this planter is winterized. And we got a couple little things here we're gonna do. I found there's some mud down in here. All kinds of mud in here. And then it sits up against this sensor. So just a good thing to clean out. We're gonna get the air hose and a screwdriver and blow that all out of there. So instead of getting pressure washer out and all that, I'm gonna use this little hook here and then the wand and get it blow it out with that. Squeaky clean now. No more mud, no more dirt. Check on Bo, see what he's doing. How's this going? Ooh, fancy.
Top shelf.
That's gonna look pretty fancy.
You going to town?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, he was gonna buy us all lunch at Earl's today.
Oh, he was?
Yep.
Why is that for?
Because it rained.
I didn't bring a lunch, so.
Well, I didn't bring my wallet.
Okay.
Okay. I used to like to go to town. I don't really care to go to town anymore.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
Takes too long.
I know, and I'm getting chubby the way it is.
Yeah. Hey, round's a shape.
It is a shape.
We're
I'm more of an oval. Like an egg.
Yeah.
It's starting to get to be.
Depends on which way you hold the egg.
Yeah, it's like if you hold the egg straight up and down, that's like me. The skinny end, and then
Like you're melting.
Yeah.
And then
It's the gravity and everything.
We used to look like when you flip the other way, we're both up here, you know. When you turn 50, everything starts to melt.
Yeah, when you're 50. It's so bright out. Morning. Today, Thursday. Got another little shot of rain this morning. Nothing too major, but just enough to make sure we stay damp. We're gonna be growing web feet here pretty soon, which is pretty common up here. Nothing unusual. Actually, this is probably more of a normal spring than the last few. So what we're doing this morning. What are we doing this morning, Dane?
Thinking about going fishing.
Fishing. It's colder than crap out, and the waves are like this. And that's what they always say. But I just don't have any fun and nothing bites. So what are we doing here?
We made some brackets here for our hose.
You're just trying to figure out where you're gonna mount it,
Yeah,
or
where the
what?
happy spot is. Yep. We don't really want it to rest on the fenders, but
Nope. Higher the better. It's gonna be empty anyway. So it's gonna wrap around like that. The tanker had some of this extra hose, so we bolted that together, and then that way the the hose just goes in that pipe. Filter. This pump, obviously, goes into there, into our manifold, blowout. Everything's 4-inch until we get to here, and then we went 3 to the pump. We're thinking about going 4-inch all the way, but it's just a little more cost effective to go 3-inch. And then we talked about it. It's not really this water trailer is not really an emergency like it's more for a tender trailer than anything. And then filling the side dresser isn't really, you know, if you fill it, like if it takes an extra 4 minutes, it's not the end of the world, I guess. So now if we were spraying with it and wanted to, and we had multiple fills, then it compounds. So, but, well, I think we should just leave this for a minute. Let's grease the planter and bring that over to Steph's and get that unhooked, and grab the boat and bring that back over here. And then after you grab the boat, then we'll go back to my place and get the fertilizer trailers and trucks, and then Ivan can start washing on that. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go grease the planter, and then that's done and put away for the season, winterized. Bring the boat over here to work on that a little bit, since we can't spray and actually farm, so we just as well do a little boating. The kids are over here somewhere. There he is. What are you playing, Army?
Yeah.
Who are the good guys and who are the bad guys? The green ones are the good guys?
Yes, and the gray ones are the bad guys.
The gray ones are the bad guys?
Yeah, look at the helicopter.
Did you know it's D-Day today?
No.
As you know, today is D-Day. It doesn't get the recognition I don't think it deserves, but
80th anniversary.
80th anniversary, 1944.
Thanks to all them guys, huh?
That's right. Thanks to all them guys.
They're the real heroes.
Yeah, you darn right. It's a pretty important time of history. Well, we're gonna get grease in here and
Party on.
Party on. Okay, so this is why we grease stuff before we put it away. See the water coming out? Morning. Back at the farm. It's Friday. Let's get after it. If I can get my door open. Without spilling my coffee everywhere. So, I was just over there and started one of the Peterbilts. Today we're gonna take it's hard to do this with a coffee cup in one hand and this thing in the other. I can't point very good. Like that? Okay, we'll do that. Gonna pull them tanks off. I know I said earlier I kind of wanted to use them with the side dresser, but when I turn, the corner of that gets really close to that. So that ain't gonna work. Something unforeseen I didn't think about. But we'll pull them off, and then we're gonna get the hydraulics hooked up on this. And you guys probably haven't seen this yet. This is our side dresser. It's an 8224 fast. We picked this one up last year from a guy out in North Dakota. We did it last year with really good results, so we're gonna keep doing it. So we put out a base rate of nitrogen and AMS, or urea and AMS, I guess I should say. And that's our base, so that way if the weather goes sideways or we can't get out there right away, there's nitrogen there for that corn to go quite a while. We like to start side dressing around when the corn's about knee high. Just because we got that base rate out there, we don't, maybe this year it's gonna be, we're probably gonna have to go out a little earlier. I'm thinking just because of the amount of rain, might have moved that urea down deeper in the profile, so that plant might need its nitrogen a little earlier than we usually do. So I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on that, and then depends on the weather window, trying to see what we can do to get that in. Anyway, so this one here is set up with like a jet orifice type thing, and it sprays it right down in there. I don't know, you guys can comment, the ones that side dress, you corn guys, you know, is it better to have the shank? They also make a shank that bolts on here and it goes down, and then I don't know if this is for rocks or something, or what. Or I mean, is that why they have these here? it seemed to work really good. I mean, a lot of pressure, it shot it right in there. Another thing I'm thinking about doing too is looking at getting a more of a aggressive blade here. Simple reason is we got excess moisture. Well, when you got excess moisture, you got less oxygen. So what I'm thinking is something with more an aggressive coulter to almost do a tillage, if a guy can do that. I don't know, I've never done it. It's just kind of the line of thinking. To me, it makes sense. You're introducing more oxygen into the soil, especially on a wetter season. Now, if we're really dry, I'd put these back on. Less disturbance, you know, that type of thing. You just want a little slice. Like last year, it was dry. We didn't really want to open up the ground and dry it out. But yeah, this applicator here is 66 feet wide. It's the same as the planter, so that works out really nice. There he is, waving away, Smiles. So you should call him. That's his new nickname, Smiles. He's always smiling. Smiley. Let's go see what Smiley's up to. Hey, it's Smiley.
We're there.
So.
Oh, what's happening?
I don't know.
Going fishing?
We should. That'd be a nice day for that.
Yeah.
Maybe if we get our stuff done. It'd be like Dad. He'd always say, yep. If you guys, when we had cattle, yep, maybe. I'd ask, can we go fishing, Dad? Well, we'll have to see if we get our stuff done.
10 o'clock at night.
Yep, 5 o'clock comes around. Well, it's a little late to go fishing now. Look at what he brought. Oh, looky there. Looky there.
Would you looky there?
That's our beverage of choice around here.
Yeah.
Just
right behind the coffee.
yeah. So, oh, and then today we're gonna go get the Tarrigator, and I think Ivan's gonna wash that up too. Now we're gonna grease her and spray her down with diesel fuel. Spray the hoppers down with diesel fuel anyway. Well, let's go open up one of the shop doors here so we can get the service truck out and hook onto the water trailer, the new water trailer that Dane finished it up yesterday. Bo's been working on it. Bo's gonna take the service truck and head out east towards Bemis Hill and put a swivel in a seat. Got the Pete coming here. We're gonna lock onto the water trailer. Goes.
Friday morning, everybody. I'm just out checking, seeing what everybody's busy with. See, we got Ivan out here. Clean Tarrigator off, being we're done with fertilizing till fall. See what everybody else is doing. More fertilizer equipment getting cleaned up and put away. Check the side dressers getting ready. See, everybody's busy. I see Mark is busy.
Yeah,
what you busy with, Mark?
Talking to Charlie. Well, we're getting quite a bit done today. Bo's putting the new bearing on the back of the auger on the truck. Sprayer's getting greased. Dane's taking the tanks off the 8310 RT, and had Ivan put a new PTO shaft on the mower, grease that. That's ready. Both them rigs are greased and ready to go. I'm gonna run to town and get some of that slippery slide paint. I'm gonna put on the inside of that trailer. And Ivan's washing the Tarrigator. Let's see how Bo's doing here. Ooh. Junk. No good. I wonder if that lock collar will come off on this one this time. This one was 2 years now it's been on there. Usually we were doing it every year, you know, because the bearings wouldn't last long enough. Now this one's Been 2 years, so we'll see how that goes. If they're gonna fail, it's nice that this one does.
Yeah.
It's easy to get to. The joys of dealing with fertilizer. Well, looks like Bo's got that new bearing on. Nice. So what we're doing here is we got some graphite slip paint where the fertilizer's been coming down on when we dump it in the trailer. It hits here and eats it off. This is some good stuff here. Give me a cigarette. Oh yeah?
Finally feeling human.
Still alive.
It's Friday. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming.
I've been sick all week. I've had a nasty cold.
Oh yeah.
So that's where
Excuses.
I have too. I can't even taste or smell yet that it's been a week.
What, you had the vid?
No, I don't have the vid.
Did you test it?
No. It's going around like crazy. He even had it.
That's what they call the vid. They could have just called it a bad cold, but then
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. I still can't. I haven't been able to taste my food for a week. I can't find the guys anywhere. Or I couldn't find the guys anywhere, but I hear them.
Because I know he watches it, that's what he does.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
Poor kids.
Oh!
Grace, what are you doing? don't look.
Oh.
Looks like a Friday night.
It's Friday night.
It's a Friday quitting time.
About time.
The hat is still ain't gone
Yeah,
like this yet.
it's quarter and half. And
Yeah. We're just relaxing. Yeah.
I know you all miss me, but like I said earlier, I've been sick as a dog. I think there's a little bug going around.
Little bug.
A little bug. A little cold
little bug called Steph.
A little cold bug.
It's just water.
Yeah, it's ice water.
I see Bo.
I'm the one drinking.
Yeah.
Bo's-
mixes two different kinds together.
This is all his.
That's the life of a mechanic. It just leads you to.
Yeah. Well, it's the aches and pains and just,
It takes care of your arthritis.
They're putting up with certain.
The toleration.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
You got anything else you want to say?
No, I don't really have any words of wisdom. Just now it's just to wait for the ground to dry up and do a little more spraying, and then let's see, we're 2/3 sprayed on the corn and we're 2/3 sprayed on the wheat, and we have maybe 180 acres worth of beans left to put in.
Half acre to top dress.
Half an acre to top. That might not get done, it sounds like. But yeah, all the wheat got top dressed before it rained. Next on the agenda is side dressing.
All right, we're gonna end this. All this chipper jabber. We'll see ya next week.
We're on a roll.
You want to say bye?
See ya.
See ya.
Later.